Oh my God, this is radical. This is totally tubular. I mean, gag me with a spoon. Greetings and welcome back to another totally tubular episode of the Vodkast. I'm your host, as always, Geycen Oliveira. With us today is the Back to the 80s Crush Blue Raspberry Soda. I know I say this all the time, but I couldn't be more excited to try this. See, there are two artificial flavors that I really like a lot when it comes to sharp flavors. Now, you got your soft flavors like vanillas and bananas. Those are great. Those are my favorite soft flavored artificial flavors. Blue raspberry and cherry, though, are my two favorite sharp, sweet flavors. I saw this in the store. I heard it was coming out. Didn't know if I was going to review it or not, but when I saw the package, I couldn't turn it down. I'm a product of the 80s. I was born in 1975, the same year as this shirt. Let me tell you about this shirt. I don't know why. I mean, it's just a shirt. I like this shirt. I wear it a lot. I have two of them, one in small and one in medium, because I didn't think I was going to fit into a small, but I do. This is the medium. Looks pretty large. Also, if you're wondering why I'm sweating to death, it's just because I walked 2 miles and it's about 85 degrees out with high humidity. Trying to burn off a lot of this goddamn sugar. This week was supposed to be another episode of the Vodkast and Friends do D&D, Making Friends with Monsters. But because it is such a massive episode, I have to apologize, and we're going to push it out at least a week, maybe 2 weeks, but it is coming, and there's a lot more D&D content on the horizon. Speaking of the horizon, you see the horizon? Where is it? It's way over there. Take a look. Over on the horizon, I've got a few ideas. My wife gave me the best idea. 2 nights ago, I went to go see the Counting Crows. It's one of my favorite bands of all time. Guns N' Roses, Counting Crows, they've been like right here. You throw Sparkle Horse into the mix too, but nonetheless, Guns N' Roses and Counting Crows have always been my favorite. Well, let's go back to the shirt. I can't wear this shirt without people complimenting me. I'm not kidding. Every time, I know I'm all over the place right now. I'm high on endorphins right now. I'm sweating my ass off, and I'm really looking forward to getting to this because I'm sweating like a maniac, and I know it's going to quench my thirst for just a moment. Anywho, I can't leave the house without somebody complimenting the shirt. Everywhere I go, every time I go out. You can ask my wife. I wear it every time I go out with her. Not every time, but a lot of the times, just to prove my point. Everybody loves this shirt. I mean, I love Jaws. I'm a huge fan of Jaws. It's like a milestone. It's like the year I was born and the year it came out were the same thing. And we're both, I mean, Jaws is cool, but I'm probably a little bit cooler. The idea my wife had was, I love Counting Crows. She loves Counting Crows. We have not a lot of friends, but we have friends that like Counting Crows. And Counting Crows lyrics have always been really interesting to me because he mentions colors, locations, and names a lot. So I'm not going to say anything more because I don't want to spoil anything, but there is a really interesting Counting Crow episode coming out in the near future, maybe multiple episodes, called Pecking Apart Counting Crows. And it's all going to be about taking apart their lyrics and Adam Durrett's lyrics and digging a little deeper. I know a lot of the stories are out there for his music, and you can find it out there. However, I'm going to put my personal take on it, see if we can't. I don't want to say anything. Just wait, okay? I know it's such a tease, and I'm sorry about that. Speaking of teases, because this week we're not doing D&D, Monday you got the Nutty Buddy Cakes versus the Funny Bones, which I'd been waiting for years to do those. Both of those were super fantastic. If you haven't checked it out, you should definitely go back and check that out here. And Friday is the return of the Blueberry Pie Oreo. I can't remember what I scored them. I'm going to go back and take a look at that video before we film on Friday. But they haven't been around since, I think it was like 2016 or something, maybe 2009. I can't remember, but it's been quite a while. So I am looking forward to revisiting those and see if I like them better than I did before. Maybe I won't watch the episode so I don't spoil it for myself, and then we can do a little side-by-side comparison or something like that. I don't know, but without further ado, I know you came here to watch this review and demo, so let's get into it. It's funny that this is the 80s, because the 80s, when I think about 80s things, obviously you got Transformers, and you got Rainbow Bright, and you got Care Bears, and you got the Muppets, you got A-Team, you got Knight Rider. But a lot of times I think about D&D, so technically, the 80s really the 70s produced D&D. However, the 80s was strong with the power of D&D. Without further ado, let's get into this. I am so sorry. I am so scatterbrained today. Yeah, it's got a really kind of blue raspberry smell to it. I know blue raspberry isn't really a thing, but you know the smell of blue raspberry. My kids are a huge fan of the ices, the slushies. You go to Sheetz, you go to Subway, wherever you want to go to get slushies. Blue raspberry and cherry are usually the only options. They like both of them, but I think they lean in favor of the cherry. Okay, here we go. Wake up and I'm sick of life. Wow. Ooh, that's... Uh-oh. I know we're only halfway through summer. Not even quite halfway through summer. We haven't reached August yet. This is going to probably be the beverage of the summer. The soda of the summer, back to the 80s. Wow, this is everything you think it's going to taste like and more. It's like it turns it up to 11. It just cranks it up. It's like, you know that blue raspberry kind of soury flavor, kind of sweet flavor? Well, it takes that, enters your mouth, and then kicks you in your fucking throat and your goddamn taste buds, and it just beats the hell out of your mouth, and it's like, you like me, don't you? And in the end, you're like, yes, I love you. Will you marry me? And you do, and you get married, and you go off, and you have a bunch of 80s babies, and then they turn out to be, you know, these kids that you raise for your whole life. And now I've got a family with Crush back to the 80s, and what am I supposed to do about it? I don't know. 10. This is one of the best non-neutral flavor like sodas I've ever had. Speaking like root beer, Cokes, and you know your standard run-of-the-mill things. This is above average. This is tasty and something that if I didn't want to consume a lot of sugar, I would drink more of. Unfortunately, I'm out here walking 2 miles a day and watching my diet real tight and cutting out as much sugar as I can. You remember when I used to talk about that in The Road to 50? Maybe it was before that. I don't remember. Nonetheless, I used to talk a lot about cutting sugar out of your diet because sugar is very dangerous for you. Artificial sugars, none of it's good for you. And I firsthand can tell you, if you cut out as much as you possibly can and you're looking to lose weight, that's the way to go. Add water into your diet, cut every other beverage out, cut down your snacks. Why am I giving you all this advice? We wouldn't have done this in the 80s. We would have been doing cocaine off of the asses of turtles or something. I don't know. It was a crazy time. I loved the 80s. Like, it was such a simple time. I remember growing up, you know, I was only like, let's say I was 5 when 1980 rolled around. Ronald Reagan would soon be president, and, you know, it was all about Atari 2600. I mean, the clothes, everything about the time is such a almost like a time capsule in my mind. I think that's going to be the next song I wrote. That's a good title for a song. And when I think about the 80s, it just like it's just this image that just it so easily just pops into my head. And I don't know if it pops into yours, and I don't know if I'm dragging this out anymore, but the soda of the summer, as far as I'm concerned so far, is back to the 80s. Blue Razz Crush. It's fantastic. If you're into this wacky shit, you should definitely go out and try it. I got the 12-pack only because I was going to get 3 bottles. I like to get one for myself, and my kids like to try them. But it would have been over $7 to get 3 bottles, where it was only $6 to get the 12, if that means anything to you. Anyway, that's at Walmart where I found those. If you're interested, you can find those there. I look forward to the future of the channel. You know, we're looking back today at the 80s, but we're going to go forward, and there's a lot of cool stuff coming out. Lots of more D&D content coming for you guys, so if you're loving that stuff, just stick around. I promise you, in the next few weeks, you're going to see a lot more of that. It's going to be coming more frequently. We're going to have a lot more guests on the show. Making friends with Monster is the predominant strength of the channel, though. We are working on an amazing, epic adventure that I hope when it's all said and done, it will blow your guys' minds away, and you'll love it, and you'll play it, and you'll say, hey, Jay, you're great. I mean, that's all we really want in life, really. Isn't it a little pat on the back every now and again? It's nice. It feels good. And you know what? You guys are great. You guys are great for coming here all the time, watching these episodes. It means the absolute world to me. So if you guys are loving the content I'm creating as much as I love creating the content that you guys are watching, would you please consider subscribing to the channel? It would be a huge favor for me. We were on the road to 1,000. We're slowly creeping there. I was hoping to get there by the end of the year. Doesn't look like it. That's okay. We do this for fun. We do this for each other, and I love you guys for showing up. So don't forget to make somebody smile today and make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today tomorrow. Let's make the world spin a little bit happier and a little bit more 80s together. Let's sing and dance in the sun and in the rain is one, my brothers and sisters. Live life to the fullest and love every moment of it, because you just never know when that last moment's going to come for you. However, never live in fear of that moment. Always live in love, but never let your inner child die. Oh, Jaws. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another, and take care of those around you who cannot take care of themselves, for they are the ones that need it the most. And if no one has told you today that they love you, the Vodkast loves you very... Oh, shit, that camera's not recording, so this is going to be really weird all the times I cut to that. I apologize now because I can't go back and refilm this. The Vodkast loves you just the way you are. All right, guys, do no harm. I'm Jason Oliver. This is the Vodkast, and I'll catch you guys a little bit further on down the road. Take care, my friends, and happy adventuring.
Don't go to sleep with a catch it in your pocket.